contract here today. We are selling via a public auction whereby a 10% deposit is required upon signing of the contract today, and you can do that in two parts. You can pay a $20,000 transfer deposit today, and then the balance of that 10% can come through on Monday if need be. Settlement terms are very flexible. They are 30, 60, or 90 days. So just to be clear, if you have any settlement terms outside of that or any deposit requests outside of what we've spoken of or what I mentioned now, then please talk to our agents online, including listing agent Eric, who is online now and here to help you with any questions you may have as well. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. If not, then I've been rambling for the last few minutes, but if you can hear me loud and clear, then just put in the chat box there on the right-hand side, which Abby's been using to test about the bidding, and just let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. The rules for today's auction, ladies and gentlemen, they are that the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available before the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors do have a reserve price, and as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request, and the law prohibits false bids, major disruptions by bidders, and bidders preventing others from bidding, and provides fines for such conduct. The rules today do permit vendor bids, and to use or to bid on behalf of the vendor, I will mention again box on the right hand side of your screen if you're on a PC, or perhaps on the lower part of your phone if you're on a phone, but that's where predominantly most of the bidding will occur. Abby's put an example in there of how to place your bid here today. So if you've registered as a bidder today, you'll have a registration number. Just hashtag that registration number followed by the full amount upon which you are bidding here today. Shortly, it'll appear on the screen where you're seeing the beautiful photos of the property scrolling through. And of course, when the property is announced on the market, then it will appear green on the screen. I'll make you well known. We'll make it well known in the chat box that from that point forward, you can buy the property. But obviously, we'll get to the bidding part shortly. Take us to that place where I can call it on the market. The property, though, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk to you about the home. It is a fantastic home and opportunity, central Mount Waverley location. And probably some of the key features about the home is its street frontage. Beautiful property facing north, plenty of natural light, street fronted property, which is also so desired in our area. 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom and double lock-up garage, and near new property. So there is nothing to be done except to place your furniture, buy new furniture, and move into the property, as I said, in the next 30, 60, or 90 days. Polished floorboards throughout, stone bench tops, as you'd expect, 900mm stainless steel appliances, of course, a dishwasher, plus a little butler's kitchen there as well, ducted heating, refrigerated air conditioning, and of course, as I mentioned before, in the Mount Waverley Secondary College Zone, and only minutes from the Mount Waverley Village, shops, cafes, restaurants, a few minutes to Glen and the Glen shopping precinct as well, restaurants, cafes, etc. that hopefully we'll get to enjoy soon. Hopefully after the 26th, as those freedoms start to be more enjoyed, that you'll start to appreciate the amenities that you're going to be moving into and closer to. 5 or 10 minutes down towards the city, and you're heading into Chadstone territory with the shopping centre as well. And obviously, as I said before, the distance and location to everything so important is where you'll live if you buy the property here today. Only another 15, 20 minutes from that location and you're in the city. And once these restrictions lift and ease, I'll assure you that living in this location, you're going to enjoy most of those amenities. But if we are locked down any further and you get to move into this property, then you're moving into a fantastic home and opportunity for you to live comfortably. And depending whether you're upsizing, downsizing, or investing in the property, 54 Bizley Street presents itself as a fantastic home and opportunity for all the points that I've mentioned above. And for those that have inspected, I'm sure you'll appreciate those points as well. Photos are scrolling through just to show you how lovely the home has been set up, the beautiful natural light that's coming through, the architectural design that's created that. Ladies and gentlemen, to be able to buy it, to have that, to sign a contract with us shortly, you're going to need to make sure that you've bid and bid confidently to the best of your ability, and make sure you're the very last person standing, as we expect and hope to sell 54 Bizley Street in just a moment's time. I have one final rule, buyers. That's how I sell the property here today. I'm going to call it 3 times. First call, second call, third and final call. And when the hammer hits the contract like so, the property will be sold. I cannot take a bid or offer after that takes place, so make sure that you have placed your bid loud and clear in that chat box, or if you're voicing your bids. We'll try to make sure that we can catch you there. But if not, in the chat box is the best way to go. Please make sure that you bid loud and clear and you don't miss out on that opportunity before I knock it down. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get underway now. And I'm going to offer it up to you for a fair and reasonable start. 54 Bizley Street, Mount Waverley. In your hands, bidders and buyers. Get us underway wherever you like. Place it in the chat box and we'll kick things off. Paddle number first, your full price second, as we look to get the property auction underway. 54 Bizley Street buyers, you feel free to use the chat box and get us kicked off and started off.
You're watching, okay?
Ask the question. Paddle number 10, getting us underway there. And thank you very much for your bid. And the figures will appear shortly on your screen at 1,150,000. We are off and running from there. At 1,150,000, I'll call for a rise of 50 from there to take us to 1.2 if we can. At 1,150,000 is the current bid. At 1,180,000, yes, paddle 23, I'll take that bid at 1,180,000 rise. And I'll take that bid along. Yes, we can. 1,180,000, paddle number 23 in front now. Calling for a bid of 1.2 from here. At 1,180,000 should be on your screen now. 1,180,000 is the bid. At 1,180,000 is the bid. 1.2 is the bid I look for from here. Paddle number 10, it's against you. 1.2 if you like from here. 1,180,000 is the bid. Held at the moment by paddle 23. At 1,180,000, open to all bidders at this stage, and any bid from here, 1.2 is what I'm looking for. At 1,180,000, easy bidding and buying at this level. Buyers and bidders should be punching in the chat box now, punching away to get your bid in. Paddle number 10, I see you bid there, 1,200,000. There we are. At 1.2 is the bid now, and against you, paddle 23. Can I say 220 in the rise from there? A $20,000 rise is what I'll take, or a stronger bid if you wish from here. Paddle 10's in front. Paddle 10's in front, 1,200,000 is the bid. At 1,200,000 is the bid. At 1,200,000 is the bid in the chat box there. You can see 220 is what I'm after. Paddle 23, it's against you. Also against any other buyer if you wish to place your bid from here. See your bid there, paddle 23, 1,220,000, and against you, paddle 10. It's up to you now, 240 if you wish from here, taking $20,000 rise, 250. Helen comes over the top. I'll take that. At paddle number 12, Helen's in front now. At 1,250,000 is the bid. Appearing on your screen now at 1,250,000, Helen's in front. At 1,250,000, paddle 12 in front. Back again from paddle 23 with a $20,000 rise at 1,280,000 is the bid now. At 1,280,000 is the bid, paddle 23. Hot and fast bidding between the three parties at this stage. But at 1,280,000, paddle 23 is in front. Letting a couple of people in now just to make sure that you've got in and just to keep up to speed where we stand at the moment. Paddle 23 in front with a bid of 1,280,000. Looking for that bid at 1,300,000 now. At 1,280,000, 1.3 is the bid we look for from here, the strong bid to put you in front with your best chance to purchase here. Helen's back in front now, paddle 12 at 1,300,000 is the bid. At 1,300,000 is the bid, paddle number 12 is in front. 3.2 is the bid and the highest bid at this stage. Paddle 23 has it now at 1,320,000. Paddle number 1, going to need to squeeze that bid above that level. We're at 1,320,000 now, looking for a further rise of 10 from here if you like. Call it 133. There we are. We've got another bid from paddle 25. Good luck also with your bidding and to those new bidders that have jumped in there as well. At 1,330,000 is the bid. 5 or 6 bidders in the race now for it in the hottest property market in Melbourne, you'll see. And this is why I stress that buying and buying now is so important. You'll only pay more later. At 1,330,000, paddle 25's got the right at the moment, the best opportunity to purchase and in front at this stage. Paddle 25. At 1,330,000, see for a rise of 10 from there if you wish. All other bidders and buyers now. At 1,330,000 now, looking for a rise of 10. Against you, paddle number 1. Against you, paddle 23, paddle 10, etc. as well. Looking for a further rise. 1,330,000 is the bid. Paddle 25 in front. I look to call 3 times now. First time in the call now at 1,330,000. There's the news buyers on the market. Eric's let us know. On the market, selling and playing for keeps. The screen turns green. This is your chance now and your final chance. Paddle 23 jumps in front off the back of the news at 1,340,000's the bid, and it updates there. Against you, Paddle 25 now. 1,340,350. Can I say from there? At 1,340,350, anywhere at all now is what we look for. It's against all parties on the market, selling, playing for keeps from here. This is where you come to buy the property now at 1,340,000. Paddle 23 has the property in their hands at this stage. The keys will belong to you if there's no better bid, and I knock it down. I get ready again to call 3 times and sell away. Otherwise, Helen jumps in now at paddle number 12 at 1,350,000's the bid. At 1,350,360 straight back, can I say? Fast, strong bidding's the way to do it, and there it is at 1,360,000. It's just the two of you in it at this stage by the look of things. That's where you want to be in this real estate market. 1v1, 1,360,000's the bid. Paddle 23 has it now. 370, can I say, Helen, it's against you. 1,360,000's the bid. 1,360,000's the bid. Paddle 23 has it now. They'll be purchasing the property if I call and knock it down at $1,360,000. Do I sell? Paddle number 1, paddle 25, paddle 23 has it in front. Paddle 12 against you as well. Have we got your best bid? Paddle 25 jumps in front now at 1,370,000. Paddle 23 back against you. Had it ready. 138. Good bid. At 1,380,000. It's got to be about the fast bidding, and you're certainly showing us that you're here to buy the property, and it looks like it's putting you in the box seat to buy here. At 1,380,000's the bid. At 1,380,000. It's against you, paddle 25, for a further rise now. Have your bid ready, paddle 23, just in case it comes through. But at the moment, you're in front at 1,380. Anchor paddle 25 against you. We go to 390 from here. At 1,380,000's the bid. Can I say 390? 1,380,000 the bid in front now at the moment against all other parties now. 1,390 is the bid I'm looking for. Paddle 25. Need to know if you're in or out at this stage. All other bidders and buyers, if you're out, if you're done, if you've given your last bid today, please let us know in the chat box just by seeing the words done, finished, etc. I'll take the words from there, so then I know that you're done and finished, and I won't call upon you for any further rise or bid. We'll know that you're done and dusted. Otherwise, 1,380,000, paddle 23 has it now, and we look to sell away if there's no better bid. Paddle 25, are you done? Paddle 10, appreciate your bidding there. We'll have to find you another property. Thank you very much for your bids. Paddle 1 is done as well. Paddle 25 against you. Need to know, are you in or out at this stage? There you go with a $5,000 rise. We'll certainly take the rise there at 5,000. Catherine jumps in over the top with a $1,000 rise from there. Paddle 6, 1,386,000. Screen will update in a moment. 386, there it is. At 1,386,000, Catherine's in front. Paddle number 6 now. Paddle 23 still against you. Haven't forgotten about you. You could go with that roundup bid if you like. There is a couple of thousand on top. At 1,388,000's the bid. At 1,388,000's the bid now. Paddle 23 back in front. At 1,388,000, who's going to take me to 390 and round the bid up? Catherine against you. 389, $1,000 rise. We'll take that from there. At 1,389,000, do we see 390 anywhere at all on that $1,000 rise to take us to 390? Paddle 23 against you. Do you take us up 1,000 to 390, or perhaps the stronger bid to let your competitor know you've come here to buy? At 1,389,000, there it is at 390 now, the $1,000 rise on top. At 1.39 is the bid. At 1,390,000, paddle 23 back in front. Back in front now, and does someone take us to 1.4, a $10,000 rise, perhaps perhaps that's the knockout bid. It's also a psychological barrier. It's my advice at this stage. Bidders online and competing, perhaps the 1-4 bid could be the knockout bid. Might need to throw it in the chat box and find out if you've come here to buy at the moment. Otherwise, paddle 23 is in front, 1,390,000. And we look to sell if there's no better bid. Catherine, I need to know, are we still in or out at this stage? If you're in, place the bid. If you're out, just let us know and say done. Anchor, paddle 25, also need to know if you're in or out at this stage as well. If you're done, just type done in the chat box. Otherwise, we need to see your bid in there. Otherwise, I count down to sell here at $1,390,000. Final moments and opportunity. Just giving enough time. There's the message. If you're out, if you're done, let us know. Catherine's back in for 1,000. Hat 1,391's the bid. Paddle 23 against you. My suggestion still is the same for you as it was for others. 1.4 should be the strong bid, perhaps the knockout bid. What do we say? Hat 1,391. Paddle 23 against you. Call 3 times, otherwise we sell from here. Anchor comes back in. I hadn't forgotten about you either. Paddle 25. At 1,395's the bid. 3 of you in it there. A few $1,000s separating you at this stage. Strong roundup bidding might be the way to go. At 1,395's the bid. Paddle 25 is in front and buying if there's no better bid. The keys are ready to hand out. You're in front. We get ready to call 3 times. 396, paddle 23 with a $1,000 rise in front now. Anchor against you. Paddle 25, do you take us to 1-4? Catherine, the same applies. Do you take us to 1-4 from here? Strong roundup bids the way to go. I suggested it earlier. At 1,396 the bid. Who takes us to 1-4 from here? Up to our 3 bidders here, the 3 of you in it at the moment. But we only have one property like it to offer you here today. At 1,396 is the bid. I get ready to call 3 times. If I don't hear anything or see anything in the chat box, I'm going to look to sell away here at 1,396,000. So final moment and opportunity to Anchor paddle 25 and Catherine paddle 6. Your last opportunity. If I don't see done in the chat box and I don't see a bid in the chat box in the next minute or so, then I start to knock it down and call 3 times. If you're done, place it in the chat box. Let us know you're finished and done. If not, we look to see your bid there. At 1,396,000, I start to call 3 times now. Final moments to our other buyers. This is your last chance and opportunity before we sell away here. First time in the call now. Anchor, I see your bid there, paddle 25. 1,397,000, the $1,000 rise. Back against you, paddle 23. Maybe take us to that 1-4. It could be, as I said before, the psychological barrier for some. 1.4 is the bid I look for. 1,397,000 is the bid at the moment. At $1,397,000, 398, the $1,000 rise from there. Anchor against you again. 399 or better. Up to you and against you still. Just in the thousands at the moment. Do we have your best or not? Need to know, and again, I suggest the strong bid separates you. 1,398,000, paddle 23 has it there in front. Again, I move along quickly now. Look to sell here, calling 3 times. Have to move quickly in the chat box if you've come here to buy. If I haven't heard done and I give a reasonable amount of time, we are going to knock down and sell away here at 1,398,000, calling 3 times to sell. First time in the call now, and we're selling. Anchor does it. He gives me what I wanted about 5 minutes ago, 1,400,000. Good bid, paddle 25 in front now. At 1,400,000, don't let it be that barrier for you other bidders and buyers. Come over the top with a 5,000 or 1,000 or a $10,000 rise to secure the property here today. Otherwise, it's back to realestate.com, looking for another property, potentially paying more down the track. So you need to put your best in here and now. At 1,400,000. 400,000. Paddle 25 is buying if there's no better bid. I'm ready to knock down here and now. Calling it 3 times against you, Paddle 23. And Catherine, if you're still with us or not, let us know in the chat box. Say if you're done, you're done. Otherwise, we look to see your bid. At 1,400,000 now for the first call. At $1,400,000 for the second call. We wind up now. I haven't heard anything in the chat box. Calling now for the final time. Paddle 23. Need to know if you're in or out ASAP. Catherine, I need to know if you're in or out ASAP. I look to call now. The third and final call. All finished and done at $1,400,000. You'll need to place it in the chat box if you're done. Paddle 23, have we got your best? Are you finished? If we have, just place in the chat box that you're done and out. So I know. Catherine as well, same applies. Just need to know you're done and finished. Giving ample time, giving you instructions live and also in the chat box. Are you done and finished? 100% need to know now as we look to sell. Paddle 25 in front, $1,400,000. Another 30 seconds. Catherine is out. Thank you, Catherine, for letting us know. New bidder now, Paddle 88 at 1,401. $1,000 rise. Paddle 88 in front. And buying if there's no better bid coming in to steal the show at the very end. What do we do, Paddle 23? Do we sneak back in front? Encore as well. Do we sneak back in front? Or 401, do I sell away? Calling 3 times now as we've reached the pointy end of the auction. I look to sell. Giving you enough time there and enough on the delay, enough time in the chat box to jump on the keyboard and type away that next bid. 401 is the current bid. Need to be better. My suggestion is round up, or at this point in time of the auction, you'll need to put your very, very best bid in. If you've come here to buy, put in that bid that you won't regret. Paddle 23, I see your bid now, 1,405,000, and that rounds it up. Had 1,405,000 back in front. That's the place you want to be to buy now. 1,405,000 is the bid now. Against all other parties, Paddle 88, where do we go from here? 406 or perhaps 410. Need to know your bid. Need to be ready on your keyboard. Paddle 23, I know you're in front at the moment, but be ready with your next bid. Let them know, as I said before, that you've come to buy. Have that bid ready to go. So all you need to do is push enter when the next one comes through. Catherine's done. It's up to Paddle 88 and Paddle 23 to see who will purchase here today. Paddle 25 as well, if you're still there. Need to know if you're out at this stage. If you are, place that in the chat box just so I know. So I've given everyone fair and ample opportunity to purchase here today. Otherwise, I look to count it down now and sell away at 1,405,000. We sell away now. Paddle 88 need to be quick because I knock it down. I can't take a bid or offer after I've knocked it down, and I call it now 3 times. First time in the call now at 1,405,000, and we sell away now if there's no better bid. Paddle 23. Second call. I can only hold so long, Eric. In fairness to Paddle 23, who's been with us all the way, I'm called for the second time now. Looking to call for that third and final time. Paddle 88, if you're in, you're going to need to let us know very, very quickly. Otherwise, we look to sell. Encore as well, you're going to need to let us know super, super quick by throwing it in the chat box or voicing your bid in desperation if you need to. Otherwise, I call for the third and final time at 1,405,000, and I'm selling at 1,405,000, and we're selling. Need to know all other bidders, if you're out, place it in the chat box. Paddle 88, I haven't heard from you. Needing confirmation if you're in or out. Needing to know if there's any Wi-Fi difficulties before we sell. Paddle 88, are you done? Encore, are you done? Type it in the chat box just to let me know. Thank you for letting us know. Paddle 88, I haven't heard from you now in 3 minutes' time, so that's about enough time that I can give you here. At 1,405,000 now for the first call, second call, third and final call, all finished and done. Selling. Well, I haven't heard from any other paddle numbers, including Paddle 88, so I've got no choice now but to knock it down to a successful bid at Paddle 23 at 1,405,000. Selling, and so congratulations to our purchaser there. Thank you again, bidders and buyers, for participating here today, and congratulations to our new purchaser and to our vendors for letting us and allowing us to sell the property as well. Ray White, your best and area specialist and number one listing agent, Eric Liu, the person to talk to if you're buying or selling. Thank you again, and take care.